It's January 17th, 2022, and I'm going to break down 3 stocks that I bought to start the year. Over these first 2 weeks, I've bought United States Steel Corporation, ticker X, Viacom Cbs, ticker VIAC, and Wells Fargo Banking Corporation, ticker WFC. These are strong U.S. companies that should be positioned for a good year. I'm not giving investment recommendations today, just sharing some of the moves I've made as the markets go up and down. So to get started, let's look at United States Steel Corporation. Again, the ticker is X, and this company is a supplier and manufacturer of steel. Right now, with supply chain issues, steel is in high demand across the world, whether it's for buildings, ships, people all over need steel. And it's not only difficult to produce right now, it's also difficult to get from one area to another. Because of these potential issues, I like this US-based company because there's enough demand where they won't have to spend as much shipping the steel, and they should be able to reap in some extra profits to start the year. Inflation is rampant in the economy, and we face an issue where there are too many dollars chasing too few goods. But since this company has a raw material, steel, that people will adjust for inflation, they'll be willing to pay more and more. United States Steel Corporation should be in a good position. Second up is Viacom Cbs, again, major communication and TV provider. One big reason is that NFL ratings are up 10% this year. I don't know if people are just gambling more on sports, or maybe if they're inside with the cold winter weather, they're loving football. And CBS obviously has major television rights. But more than anything, I think CBS will recover from a reputational issue where it was involved in the Archegos scandal, where because Archegos took massive losses on their swaps, CBS ended up losing a ton of their value. At one point, about 25% of the value is lost. So I look for them to recover and keep getting stronger. They have a dividend of 2.6%, which is a lot of income and would justify a higher valuation. So I'm going to hold them for the long term. Third, we have Wells Fargo, major U.S. bank, and I am investing in Wells Fargo because of the rising interest rates. As we know, the banks will be in a good position to increase their profit margins by increasing rates on their loans and mortgages while holding their deposits about flat. Wells Fargo excels as a traditional lender. It's more focused on mortgages and small business loans and core banking activities, as opposed to some of the other Wall Street banks that will make more money off sales and trading, investment banking, and wealth management in general. Although Wells Fargo is excelling in those areas as well, particularly with the pandemic, as we get into a rising rate environment, they should be in a good position to increase their profits and ultimately benefit not only the shareholders, but the clients and all their other stakeholders. I do pay a reasonable dividend, but overall, I just see them increasing their profits over time. Some people may be saying, did you buy it before the most recent quarterly earnings report? I did. I think I bought it 2 or 3 days before. And although you might say, oh, great, profits are up 86%, I'm a long-term investor. I'm young. I've got plenty of time. So I'm going to need a lot more good quarters if it's going to be meaningful to me. And as we have a lot of volatility in the markets right now, many people are nervous. I would even say scared because the stocks are dropping off record highs. I think we can thrive off fear, particularly younger investors, because it represents a buying opportunity. We can pick up some of these stocks at good prices, and while other people are nervous, we have time to ride it out. So you can expect I'll be buying stocks in the coming weeks. I'll give more updates just so that you can see what I'm doing and how I'm trying to achieve my goals. Because the last takeaway point is on my annual update. I said one of my goals was to increase my weightings of financial companies. So Wells Fargo helps me try to achieve that goal over time by adding more and more stocks like that. I'm going to be investing in a couple more banks in the coming weeks as well. So stay tuned. And again, just sharing my investment experiences.